Hello, guys. My name is Share-Rel. I'm a personal development strategist, and I'm here to help women with their personal development goals and ultimately help them to start their first time online business for the first time. Because this is an exciting time in 2020, and I wouldn't be dreaming of doing anything other than to help the people. And my people especially. So today I wanted to get into something that is important to all of us, and that is the impact of friendships on your life. So I'm going to be sharing this blog with you. The title is The Impact of Friends on Your Life. And you should watch and listen to understand the universal codes of friendships and how they impact you as an individual and the space around you. I urge you to listen carefully to how the influence of friends can impact your life. Your friends can really influence you, and you should know about the ways how. Friends can indeed alter your belief of things, belief and values, and can be changed when they are constantly challenged and when new beliefs are constantly repeated. So I urge you to invite and share this blog and comment if necessary, if you can, depending on where you're viewing it from. So welcome to all the viewers, and thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing this, and a quick update on what's going on with me and my business is that I am still in the building phases and not very much far ahead of many of you. But that's what makes me the perfect person to engage with you, because I understand how hard it is to manage all the things that we want to do in all the influences in our lives. I also know what it's like to be impacted by friends or so-called friends, and I want to share that with you. So leave a comment, let me know you're here, and any general questions, and I will get to them at the end of this if possible. You can always text me at 42828 and put the word *1, and you will immediately get in contact with me, and I will engage with you. So let's start how friends can impact you. Number one, they can impact your views. If you have a circle of friends who have a negative view of anything in your life, even before they had the opportunity to work with it, it can also affect you. Such pessimistic views probably came from the constant idea they obtained from friends in the form of suggestions, which are repeated again and again, such as it's very hard to start a business. Is one that I have heard. It's very hard to start a business, to go to school, to raise your children, to take care of a family, to pay your bills, to do all of those things. And while it is very hard, nobody needs to tell you that. So be careful not to change your views when you're friends. So just pay attention to the views, to how their views can affect your views. So, number two, your self-confidence. Your friends could affect your self-confidence. Friends have the capability to change the perception of one another. When most of your group is thinking that a certain person is snobbish or arrogant, this belief may be transferred to the entire group. While believing that a person is treating you in an unfavorable way, you might interpret as being as a sign of showing that you're not really worthy. Such belief may badly affect your level of self-confidence. Number three, your behavior. Your friends can also affect the way that you behave. Being very attached to your friends can also affect your behavior. For instance, if you see that your friend is polite to someone, even when you are not, you can think that doing such a thing is indeed a delightful thing. Then this will let you do the same. In addition to affecting your beliefs, your friends can also affect how you react to things. For instance, if you are initially not afraid of snakes, but you know your friend is, their point of view might change yours. This is how influential friendships could be. Number 4 is your good and bad emotions. Depending on the type of friends you have, your emotions can be greatly affected by them. If you have friends who are happy most of the time, you can observe yourself to be happy around them as well. Of course, if you care about your friends, you will feel sad whenever they are sad as well. This is how the transference of emotions within friendships can happen. But then, if you don't want to feel as sad as your friend, letting them feel better by offering them positive advice for their situation is a great idea. Letting your friend know that you can really lift their mood. This is completely how friends affect you. It greatly depends on how you deal with it and how you feel and think and believe. So, your friends have an impact in many areas of your life. And actually, I'm going to be doing a series of this and how friends can impact your life. So we went over your views. They can impact your views. They can impact your self-confidence. They can impact your behavior. They can impact your good and bad emotions. And I've had some situations like that, and I'm sure that we all have. And sometimes when they are our friends, we get into this group thinking mentality where we need to think like the group. We need to treat everybody that maybe there might be a leader of the group. It might not be a positive leader of the group who can negatively view another person, and the rest of the group may not know that person really well. It could be a new person at school, a new person in the neighborhood, a new person on the job, a person in that same area, location, and start talking about that person and just really affect how everyone in that group sees that person. And that person was not able to present themselves to you, or anything they do, you're only going to see the way that the leader described that person. So that can be very confusing. That can affect your mood. That can affect your behavior. That affects your views. So we want to be very mindful of how we are allowing our friends to affect our lives. It's a good idea to hang around good, positive people who don't try to manipulate your thinking and your ways and your views in such a way that can impact your life. Because once you've fallen into the beliefs of a group think, it's going to be really difficult for you to think as an individual. And if one day you decide that you want to start thinking as an individual, that can affect the friendship that you have with other people. So it's very important to be mindful of the behavior of people around you and your friends, because they might not be going where you are going, and you might not be going where they are going. So it is very important that while friends are important, yes, they are, but the way that you see yourself and you want to live your life could be affected by who you hang around. So that is why I am going to do this series on how friendships impact your life. So I thank you for joining, and I hope that you share, like, comment on this, and Don't forget, like I said, you can text *1 to the number 42828. I have also put up an email form that you can sign up and get on my email list, so you'll know when I'm sharing things like this, because some of the things like this I share in the email. So think about your impact of your life and how your friends can impact your life. And I thank you for joining this, and I will talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.